guys, welcome back to another vlog. I thought we would go ahead and spend the weekend together. Today is actually Friday and this vlog will be posted on Wednesday. So the previous weekend, I am outside of Old Navy. I actually had bought a lot of little onesies for the baby, and because they're two-way zipper ribbed onesie, comes like highly recommended. And so I had ordered them, but I do think they run pretty small, so I think I just got too many of like a small size just in case the baby's a little bit bigger. But anyways, I just want to go in there, exchange, see if I can exchange anything in person versus like reordering and doing the whole thing online or whatever. But I'm doing that, and then I'm headed to my OB appointment. I think, yeah, I'm still at 2 going every 2 weeks, and then eventually it switches to every week, which is crazy. I am 34 weeks pregnant today. Feel great. Pat and I just had our first like childbirthing class that we're doing every Wednesday for like 2.5 hours. It's just 3 sessions, but it was very informative, and we just had our first one. And yeah, I think they definitely go into more topics, so I'm looking forward to that. This was more about like, I don't know, like relaxation and like kind of like how to breathe through labor, that kind of thing. I think we'll talk on epidural and C-sections, things like that, which I'm more curious about. And I have like a whole list of questions to ask my OB today. I just feel like I'm at that point in pregnancy where I'm starting to like really, start to think about labor a little bit more. And so doing more research and stuff. So I have quite a list of questions for the OB, but I'm sure they will be helpful. And then I have a couple errands to run actually down at the mall, which is kind of a pain in the butt because it's just not very close. You know, when I lived in Southern California, everything was so close. It would be like nothing to run a return or something. But this is kind of like, I've been putting it off for 2 weeks. So that just tells you, you know, we're a little bit further out. But I'm going to head there too. And I thought that if there's some good stuff in Abercrombie, which one is there not, I thought I will do a little try on haul in the fitting room, just because I know you guys like to see some clothing hauls in the vlogs. And so I thought I would do that because we got a lot of things coming up. Amazon Prime Day deals, Nordstrom anniversary sale, Target Circle days, Walmart deals. Like, it's so many things and it's a lot. So anyways, let's go into Old Navy. I realized I left you guys hanging because I went into Old Navy and then didn't film anything. But these are the onesies that everybody talks about. They're just like ribbed and a 2-way zip. So I definitely think they just run a full size small. So I went ahead and just went in there and exchanged. These ones are 6 to 9 months, which is 17 to 19 pounds. But I feel like they're actually like 6 months. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's like 3 to 6. So that's what it seems like when I hold up to a lot of other brands. I'm also learning really quickly just how different brands size. It seems like Carter's is definitely, my sister-in-law told me that Carter's run small too. And then Gerber, it seems like they run maybe a little small, but also a little longer. I don't know. So anyways, I feel like really covered for the baby for when he or she gets here. So we definitely have enough for like the initial, if it's a newborn size, because a lot of times babies will go straight to like that 0 to 3 months. So we have a little bit of newborn and then plenty of 0 to 3 for sure. And I know as soon as we know the gender, it's going to be so exciting. I mean, obviously if it's a girl, the bows, the headbands, all the things. But even boy, like if it's a boy, then I can like pick up more of the prints that like lend really gender specific. So a lot of everything that I have is just kind of like solid colors or, you know, blue, sage, green, neutrals for sure. But anyways, did that. I just got back from my OB appointment, or I just had my OB appointment, ran through Chick-fil-A. Because like I said, I have a couple errands to run. I'm not quite hungry, but I know that I need to eat. And everything's going, yeah, everything looked really well. I had a whole list of questions. My doctor answered them. The OB practice that I'm at, I know I've spoken about this before. It's okay. I miss my OB in California. The hospital, like it's hard because I really loved that group, you know, that practice and that doctor specifically. Obviously she may not have been the one that delivered, but I just liked the whole thing. So it's just an adjustment like everything else honestly has been. It's just adjusting to Pittsburgh and, you know, where Pat and I grew up, and We've run into a couple people, which is great. It's great. Ran into a couple people we went to high school with, super friendly, of course. We have friends here, so we've done different bonfires and nights and like hanging out and stuff. So it's nice to have friends and obviously family. My mom comes over all the time, like every other day. My dad, my sisters, like it's really nice. It's just we're still definitely adjusting. Like it came up in the childbirthing class, like who we went to, like I don't know, it just kind of came up and we're like, oh, we just moved, and they're like, where from? And yeah, I mean, I've cried a couple times. I miss Southern California for sure, but yeah, happy to be here and trying to root. So I'm actually gonna look at emails and eat, and then I have to stop at Whole Foods for a return and then head down to Abercrombie. So I'll pick back up when I'm in Abercrombie. We can do a little haul. Okay, note to self, Abercrombie was crazy busy after lunch on a Friday in the summer. But anyway, starting off with this little sweater tank top and then the shorts. You buy them individually. I'm in a large in the shorts, a medium in the top. Really, really soft. I just don't think it was like my favorite thing ever, but I do think the top is really cute and you could definitely wear it with jean shorts or like a skirt if you wanted to. Again, very soft material. Next, we have this really cute two-tone blue maxi dress. I think this is absolutely adorable. It comes in quite a few different prints, including a cream and black polka dot, which I think is stunning, a solid black, just a few options. I'm in a size medium in this. I think it fits really nicely. Obviously, it's kind of fitting off of the chest, and then, it's flowing from the bust line, but it is a bra-free, class back, flowy maxi dress, and I think it would be perfect for an upcoming event, a baby shower, maybe if you have a wedding coming up, you're going on vacation, something special. I think it is really, really beautiful and nicely made. Then we have this smocked tie front mini dress, and I think it's absolutely adorable. Now, I'm in a medium here, probably could have sized up just because of the bump, but I would say order your regular size. And this dress comes in a couple different colors. So obviously the solid red and then a white color and then two prints, a blue print and then a cream and red floral. I love that one. I think it is just so cute. Sandals, wedges, sneakers, adorable. Time to work out. I know I haven't checked in with you guys. It's been a minute. Us going to the pool, or me going to the pool with my sister and meeting one of my best friends with her 18-month-old, and just completely forgot to pull out my camera. A little upset about that. This is our current, hi Rue. You'll be scared because it's pouring rain. That's all it does here. This is our little gym setup for now. We absolutely have been loving this. We know once the baby gets here, it's just a little bit harder to get to the gym. And Pat and I both really enjoy working out. I feel like it's the one thing that, when we left California and we were in between homes, like at my parents' house, it's definitely the one thing that I missed a lot, was just that consistency with working out. I think that has contributed to making me feel amazing during this pregnancy. I'm very fortunate. And I feel like, I'm very fortunate because I feel like I have felt really well. And that was the Pilates and the gym routine that I had in California. And so I really missed it when we got here, but we're kind of settling into a new routine. The neighborhood that we live in has a gym, but it's like very standard, very basic, no squat rack. Has some treadmills, bikes, that kind of thing, and then free weights, which is great for, well, just, so many things, bicep curls, other things. And there's a couple cables there, which is great. But we really, really wanted to do the squat rack. What's amazing about this one in particularly, because initially we were going to have this out in the garage, and based off of the lack of storage, we were like, let's utilize this room down here, which you can see is still a mess, collecting things, the baby's bassinet. That's Pat's work setup. Anyways, we decided to put it down here. Pat specifically found this one because it's really cool. It can actually just be lifted and pushed into the wall. So virtually it only hangs out probably like 4 inches, maybe 5 inches. So that's incredible for space. But I think for the most part, this, you put on your rainbow lights. I think for the most part, this will stay as Pat's office and then the gym area. And that will be that. So, yeah, really, really excited about this. He hung all the plates. There's another bar over here. That's the bar to squat or deadlift off of. This we kind of have to organize and go through. And then he also got this flooring here too, which is really incredible. So we both have been trying to work out somewhat together, or kind of like overlapping a little bit because we do enjoy working out together. But I actually want to talk to you guys about this. I've recently started a new program. It's called the Burn App by Cara Loren. And I've really been liking it. You can put in like your goals. So it has like so many different plans, and based off of your current needs and stuff, you choose what's best for you. So obviously me being 8 months pregnant, I have really had to come off of the weight as heavy as I was lifting. And this program specifically has a pregnancy one. So I thought that was just super cool. But I have been doing it for almost 2 weeks now, and I really, really enjoy it. I am sore after my workout, so it's still definitely a great workout. Now you could tone it down because she'll do the exercises on the app, and then you can do like 2 reps, 6, 8, 10, depending. And then obviously it gives you the weights that she recommends. So like 10 pounds, but you could obviously drop to 5, 2.5. Like it shows you, so you can kind of select if you're like, well, I think that might be too heavy, then bump down to the next weight that they recommend in the next rep. I've been trying to do like max weight, max rep, and yeah, I can honestly say I am sore. So it's been really great workouts for this program in particularly, and some of the other ones as well that you can select. You can choose not to be in a gym environment. So it'll show you what you need, maybe a couple like 5-pound weights, a yoga mat, a bench, or something to stand up and like get up and off of. So it's very like, not relatable. I can't think of the right word, but it's very, you can just very much put this into your life. Like it's very lifestyle friendly for whatever you got going on. You travel a lot in hotels, for businesses, whatever. I feel like this kind of a program is just, yeah, super adaptable. So I've been really happy with it. Like I said, obviously we have the squat rack and stuff, but that's not part of the program because the program I selected is a pregnancy plan and at home no equipment type thing. So obviously you can see here I've had it going, but yeah, just really excited about it and thought I would just share it. Before I get into the workout, I want to show you guys the lights. Pat's gonna put music on, but he found these lights on Amazon. I'll leave them linked below. I think they're super aesthetic, but I think they would be really nice in the living room as well. There's so many different features to the light, like different light colors. You can choose pretty much everything. But then this one also goes to the music, which is kind of fun. It's a great find that Pat has found. Pat likes these LED lights. It's like a rave in here working out. Okay, and then after the warm-up, this is how it kind of starts. You do 3 different circuits, and it has you like go through it 3 times each. And so you can see, you can just follow, and then it gives recommended weight in reps, and you can just record it. Super easy. Guys, I am outside the hair salon. I just realized it's the last hair appointment before the baby gets here, which it's fine, but it's just like, I'm in that, like now we're in that time frame of basically appointments. When you book the appointments out, you're like, oh my gosh, we're going to have a baby. And I'm just like literally so freaking excited. So I'm like, oh my gosh, now I have to think about my appointment time because I usually take like the earliest appointment. I see Nadine here at Studio 1921. I love this place. All the girls are super friendly, but she's the owner. So it'll just be me and her for a while before the other girls come in, which is just nice to kind of get in early and out. Then I can continue on to like a full work day. But now with the baby, I'm like, oh wait, it'll probably have to be in the afternoon because Pat has less meetings in the afternoon. My mom is available typically after lunchtime just because of her work schedule. She kind of works part-time. So it's just yeah, it's not that it's a big deal that it's like it's just a hair appointment, but it's like, yeah, we're just getting so close. So I'm super excited. I'm not doing anything crazy today. We're just moving up the extensions. The tape-ins that I have here, the blonde ones, I don't know if we'll move those today or not. I kind of want them a little bit lower just because I feel like they're so blonde that a couple times when my hair is dirty, I can kind of see it, especially pulled up. So I think that's what we'll get into. Okay, I just got back from the hair salon. Love it. So she just moved my extensions up, which it really didn't take much time. The whole appointment was probably Nadine, the owner there. She's just, you know how you meet certain people and you're like, oh, this is nice. And I went through 3 hairstylists in California, and honestly, it really was my last one I loved. Nicole was so sweet, but it took me 2 people before finding her, and I feel like it just makes a difference. You know, the appointment I look forward going to, and Nadine's so sweet. We're just like talking away about babies, and you know, she's from here. And anyway, so if you guys are in the area, definitely recommend. But yeah, and then I had her move the tape-ins, which are the blonde part, which was, this is my first time having tape-ins, but I had her move those down just a little bit because I felt like when my hair was dirty, I could like see it more. And yeah, just like a ponytail and stuff like that. So I think it'll be a good placement for me, and made my appointment. And yes, we were like, oh my gosh, the appointment will be when after the baby's here. So I was like, I'm gonna have to be an afternoon girly with these appointments, like I was mentioning with you guys, so I can run it. I can see if Pat's work schedule will be okay for 2 hours, you know, with the baby, or if my mom can pop over or stop over or just be here. Yeah, just a different way of thinking. So excited though, so ready for that, you know. I have got to work through, sorry, I have like 3 or 4 missed calls from the same number, so I think I need to call them. But I have a lot of admin stuff to get through. I got to edit this vlog too and get that up. I think this vlog might end up being a little bit shorter than usual, but hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Oh, I did want to share this. I just made chicken sausage, peppers, onions, and had baked it all. So I baked the peppers and onions on a baking sheet in the oven, 400 degrees, a little olive oil on top, seasoning, salt, pepper, crushed red pepper is all I did. And I baked that, I think it was, just Google it, but I think I baked it for 20 minutes. And then I put the chicken sausage, cut up chicken sausage, 2 different flavors, and baked that for another 12 minutes. And then I just put mozzarella on it, stick it in the microwave for like a quick and easy meal. I don't know what it is. I think it's just moving and being between different houses and spaces. And, you know, Pat and I are like just kind of getting back into the routine. And we're like, what do we like to eat? Like, what do we normally make to eat and stuff? And I realize now, like, when I'm hungry, I am so very hungry. So I need like very quick and easy high protein meals. So anyways, I thought I would just quickly share that snack. I just feel like I'm like, oh yeah, I love this. This is so easy. This would be great postpartum as well. But like for any of you, like just a very high protein, quick little meal, quick little snack. I'm definitely eating I'm eating smaller meals, but more often, which has really been consistent through my pregnancy and just in general. That's kind of how Pat and I operate. But anyways, I'm like, we've just been eating salads, which is fine, but I'm like, what do we normally like? I don't know what it is. I feel like it's just the part of still settling into a routine and all that. So anyways, lots of admin work to do. I got to finish these baby shower gifts. We got to order our stroller and infant car seat today. I'm starting to get nervous. The amount of people are like, the baby could come any day now, you know, and I'm just like, I'm only 34 weeks, but full term is 37. So I know we're just shy of that. And I just know, you know, things go quickly and you never know. You want to plan for everything. So, anyways, ordering that today. And then in the next vlog, I'll definitely have probably more to update. Hopefully next week we can update on a few other changes around here and stuff like that. Still just working through things and just, you know, getting settled. So I also really want to quickly mention that in the next couple of weeks with the Amazon Prime Day deals, the Nordstrom Anniversary Sale, Target Circle Sale, Walmart deals, there's a lot of heavily promoted sales happening and coming up. I will be creating content for most of them, trying to post here, obviously on YouTube primarily, and then over on Instagram and TikTok. I would so appreciate it if you guys followed me and on those other platforms. And I so appreciate any of you that use those links that I do include in the description box or on other platforms. It obviously supports my content here. And I just want to say thank you in advance if you are choosing to support me through the sales. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys really soon in my next one. Bye.